Hello guys, welcome to this video. In this video I'm going to show you how you can connect your Voiceflow project with N8N and WhatsApp. So let's dive in. We'll start with this automation where we have a form submission, we will add the information in Google Sheet, and then we will send a WhatsApp template. So let's do that. Let's submit this form. And voila, you can see the automation just went on and it will add a new row. So there we go, here's the first row. And I also received a WhatsApp template here. So very simple. Hello Abdullah, thanks for submitting the form, how are you? Once I'm responding to this template, this automation will go on and it will send the phone number to this automation in N8N. And then based on my phone number, it will search someone in the database, in the CRM, and it will retrieve the name and the extra information. In this case, it's very simple. It will only retrieve my name and email address, and it will search me based on my phone number. So let's respond to that. I am doing fine. And this automation is going on. You can see it is right now running. And I just received also a WhatsApp message. Let's test it first if it knows my name. So let's say, what is my name, to make sure it sent the information back to the chatbot. What is my name? Your name is Abdullah. So it only knew because we have sent the information back with this webhook response, and it also knows my email. And then the last thing is what it's going to do. The chatbot, which I have building this in Voiceflow, is going to confirm which day and which time I would like to have an appointment, and then it will book that in this automation. So let's give it a day and time. Let's do Saturday at 5. In a moment I will dive deeper into how I've built everything, but let me demo this for you first. Great. Does it sound good? Yes, it sounds good. Awesome. So Saturday, June 14th at 5 in the afternoon. So let's go there. And as you can see, it has booked the meeting. So that went well. So how I basically have built this, we have 3 automations in N8N. The first one will trigger once we have the form submission, and then we'll save the information here in the Google database. So a very simple CRM just with name, email, and phone. But you can imagine once you send the information back in the second automation, you can send more information back, like what the user was interested in, etc. In this case, we did it just very simple. We had the phone number and we had the email and phone number back. So it will send the WhatsApp template. In a moment, I will dive deeper into this API request. I've also included a doc in the description of this video, and in this doc you will see a step-by-step guide on how to send a WhatsApp template and what you need to get for that, etc. So once we have sent the WhatsApp template, it's a separate thing. Once I'm going to respond to the WhatsApp template, the chatbot is going to be activated, and it will get the current time and day. It then will make the API call with N8N, and it will basically send a phone number. Since it is in WhatsApp, it will have a default variable, my phone number, in this way, phone number. So we will send my phone number to this N8N automation. It then will find, based on the input, based on the phone number, it will try to find someone who matches with that phone number. In this case, it was just one, but if you have like many people in your CRM, for example, you can make a search API where you search based on the phone number. Once found, you will get the whole information. In this case, it was to get the whole row. So that's how you can do it in Google Sheet. But if you're using Pipedrive or Salesforce, there's a similar API. And once found, you will send a webhook response with name, email, phone. The phone was not needed, but just for your image, you can send the name and email back to the chatbot. It will save it in a variable. So capture response will capture phone, email, and name. Make sure the key names, phone, email, and name are exactly the same as what you have in N8N. And then the chatbot is going to, and then once we have that, we'll continue to the booking agent. And this booking agent has several things to mention. First, we have the general instructions. In this general instructions, we are giving it some context, what it should do, what tools it can use, even also exit paths, the knowledge base, etc. Besides that, we have the module. So you can choose here your LLM module. So Voiceflow has a lot. You can select one of those. I like GPT 4.1, but you can select whichever you want. You can also test each module out and see which works best. And then we have the tool. And this tool is an API tool. And it will basically try to confirm the day and time. And then it will transform day and time to this formatting, the ISO formatting, in this way. And with this ISO formatting, we'll send it to N8N, also with the webhook. And in this module, we'll have the input, the start time, so which day I want it. And then with a code, we'll have the end time scheduled like 30 minutes later from the start time. And basically, it will send even a confirmation email in the end, which is very simple. It will say, hi, the name, your meeting is booked, best team adaptive AI. Yeah. And then, yeah, this is the tool. Once we have the time and formatting, we will send that to this automation, and then it will book it in the calendar. And the input variable is the time. And we very detailed instructed it what it should be formatting and how to calculate. So how does it know the current day and time is with this function. We'll be having each time someone responded, we'll go past this function, and with this function we'll get the current day and time. And then the only input variable you have to give is like the time zone. In my case it was Europe, Amsterdam. But you know, this is important for wherever you live. I'm going to also send the template to this chatbot, so make sure you have your own time zone filled in over here. And then the output variable, you will have the time zone, day of week, and current date. And you can name a variable, you can create a variable. In this case, I've named it exactly as this. So with this, we know what the current date is and day of the week, and we'll pass that to the AI agent so it knows how to calculate. So it knows what the day is right now, and if someone says, yeah, I want to have the meeting in 7 days, it knows now it's June 12th, in 7 days is 19th. So on that date they want it, and then with that information it can eventually format the date correctly in the ISO formatting. Yeah, very simple. It then is going to book it inside the calendar, as you just saw. So mainly that. And then we are going to talk about the integration with WhatsApp. So initially we had also the WhatsApp template. These two are two separate things. We'll send a WhatsApp template once we have received the form. And then, once they have responded to the WhatsApp template, we then have the AI chatbot from Voiceflow be activated. So whatever is in the template, it doesn't know. And once they have responded to that, the chatbot here in Voiceflow will take it over. If you are new with Voiceflow, there's a link in my description so you can use the correct website. Yeah. So with that, here's a template. The API call, I mean. So we have the method, which is post, and then the URL. And then the authorization is bearer with your API key, content, type, application JSON, and then your body. So let's go to this, the Google Doc. In this Google Doc, I have explained exactly what you should do in order to send a WhatsApp template. The first thing is for WhatsApp connection with the chatbot, we are using Flowbridge. There's also a link down below in my description. There are several companies named Flowbridge, so make sure you are using the correct link. So if you click on the link on Flowbridge and you have created an account, you will see a dashboard similar as this. And then in integration management, you will have client companies, Voiceflow projects, and client integrations. What you want to do if you want to connect your Voiceflow project with WhatsApp, Messenger, Instagram DM, is first you have to create a client company. It's very simple. It is just new client company and give it a name. And then the Voiceflow project, you will have to assign a Voiceflow project to your client company. So once you've created a client company, you can select it over here. And then you have to fill in the project ID and the Voiceflow API key. And those information, you can find it in your chatbot interface. So whenever you are inside your chatbot project, you'd have to go to settings, and then you can find here your project ID. And then if you go to interfaces, there you will have somewhere where you can copy your API key. I cannot go to there, or else you will see my API key. Which if you go to interfaces, you will see somewhere API key, and then you can copy it. And those two information you will have to paste it over here: project ID and the API token, and then also the projects you have given it inside Voiceflow, and then keep it at production. So once you have done that, the last step is client integration. So let me click over there. So the client integration is quite simple, especially if you want to connect it with WhatsApp. For which company is this integration, you will have to select the company you've created in step 1, which Voiceflow project. You have to select also the project you have just added inside Flowbridge, and then click on next. So let me try to showcase it for you. You will have to give it a name, and test, and then the slot will be automatically filled in. And then a channel, you can select WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook, Telegram, or web chat. So let's have WhatsApp. It was in this case. And then for WhatsApp, please choose the new method and not the manual method, because this will take a lot of time. And with this, you'd have to connect it directly with your Meta account. You will automatically create a WhatsApp business account, and you have to confirm by SMS your phone number. So you'd have to fill in a phone number. I just recommend you to get a prepaid phone number and give it like 5 USD or 5 euros, so you can receive like incoming SMSs. Once you have that, you can very quickly connect your Voiceflow project with Flowbridge and create a WhatsApp business account. Okay. I cannot do it at all. I can try that. I have to showcase you how that will look like. So once you have done that, the first step will be your business portfolio. You just have to follow these steps, and then somewhere at this step, phone number, you'd have to confirm your phone number. They will send a SMS verification, or you can select also a phone call, and then in the end you can connect it. Make sure, like in this interface from Facebook, it is connected, and then eventually you'd have also to click on create inside Flowbridge. So it's also very important. Okay, so once you have done that, all those steps, you'd have also a WhatsApp business account. And in your meta, if you go to your WhatsApp business account, you will see a WhatsApp business ID. And this ID will be important. So eventually we try to send a WhatsApp template with this endpoint. And this endpoint we are also using inside N8N. And we need here the phone number ID, and you don't get it automatically from the start. This phone number ID, you'd have to make one API call, which is basically this URL. So you'd have to go to Postman, for example, fill in your WhatsApp business account ID, and this will be, you can just copy this once you've created a WhatsApp business account. You'd have to go to, also I have here some a step-by-step guide how you can find that. Yeah, but basically you have to go to business settings, to WhatsApp account, and then to the WhatsApp account. Once you're over there, you can see a account ID, and this is your WhatsApp business account ID. And you'd have to copy that and paste it exactly where it is between those slashes. You have to replace that. And then also a system access number. So where can you find the system access number? Inside Flowbridge. If you go to client integrations, let's go back all the way. Cool. So if I click on one of those projects, I cannot do that because you will see my access token. But once you've created a client integration and you click on that client integration, you will see somewhere WhatsApp access token, or token. And it's a very long code with numbers, ciphers, letters, etc. This is your system user access token, and after the equal sign you'd have to paste it in inside Postman with the method get, and then it will give you eventually your phone number ID. With this phone number ID, you can finally make a you can finally send a WhatsApp template. So for example, in N8N, but it's going to be also in Postman or in make.com, you'd have to give it a method post, this endpoint URL with your phone number ID, and then your request body. And the request body will look like something like this. You can just copy this also and paste it in your own automation, but you have to change several things. Of course, the messaging product, if it's Instagram or something else, this has to be changed. But for WhatsApp, it has to be in this formatting. 2, make sure here it is between the quotation marks. Here it is your variable, so it can like dynamically send the WhatsApp template to the person who has submitted the form. The name of the template, which is super important. So whenever you are in the WhatsApp account inside Meta, you'd have the option to create a template. Create a template, and the name of the template will be in here. Remember, the first message I received was a template. So, hello, this was a variable. Thank you for submitting the form. How are you? This was a template, and you'd have to create it, and Facebook has to check it first before giving you the green light. So the name of the template will be filled in here between the quotation marks. The language, so make sure if it's, for example, in English, it should be EN. In Dutch, for example, NL. So make sure your language code is filled in here as well. And then components, this is optional, but if you want to have variables, in this case I just had one variable, which was the name. We'll say like the components, and then body, and then the first, like Facebook sequences. So if you create a variable, you will see number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. And it is basically the same over here. So the first thing you have to fill, you are going to fill in here is for variable 1. And for example, if you have you want to confirm the phone number, for example, you can have another type in text, and then this will be variable too, and wherever you want in the template to showcase the phone number, you have to fill in that variable, and the request body you have to give it also the variable from the phone number. But in general, this is the very simple way to have a request body, and with this request body you can send a WhatsApp template. Let's go back to the N8N automation. So over here the method is post, the URL is basically this with my phone number ID. Send headers, so you have to toggle this on, and then name authorization bearer, your full API key, access token, and this access token you have to use it to find your phone number ID in this tab. So you have to use that twice, and again you can find it inside your client integration. So you should type in bearer first and then paste your full access token, and then name is content type, value is application JSON, send body, yes, body content JSON, and then basically like this request body you have to fill over there in. In my case, I can quickly show it to you. It was WhatsApp, and then 2 was the variable we have gotten it from the Google Sheet. So the name of the template was form submission. It was in English, and we had just only the name, which was this. So we had to give it the variable from this, and in this case it said hello Abdullah. If, for example, if I had something else in the form, it would have used that name basically. Yeah. And then inside Voiceflow, like I said, once the template is sent, we'll have this listen block, which is going to listen to incoming messages, and once they've responded, this will be activated. We'll get the current time, we'll know who it is, and this booking agent, with the tool it has, is going to confirm day and time, and in the correct formatting is going to send it to N8N, and N8N is going to make the booking. Did I miss something else? No, so it's very simple. This is also how you can connect your Voiceflow project with N8N and with WhatsApp. I'm going to give this document inside the description of this video. If you have never used Voiceflow, please use my link down below. For Flowbridge, there are several companies named also Flowbridge. So in the link in my description, you will have the correct link to Flowbridge. It is a very good tool in my opinion. Same thing with N8N and with Voiceflow. Yeah, that's it. I hope this video was helpful. If you have any questions, just drop it down below. And yeah, if you want to work together, you have a custom solution, you need a custom solution or something similar as this, you can just connect me. I have my booking link in the description and also in the comments, so you can use that, and hopefully I will see you then. Thank you for watching. Bye.